God bless me, bless me, bless me. My oh, my oh.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Beatrice.
Olumide, as you guys all know me as Ollie.
So we're making a video on common questions about the K1 visa.
Yeah.
We get a lot of questions about the process, so we just took some of your questions and then we looked up, we got commonly asked questions as well, and things that we face, challenges that we face too. So we just took them, and we're gonna address some of these questions right now. And yeah,
I think we can start off with the first question, which is how long does it take for the K1 visa to get approved?
yeah,
And,
that's a question everybody wants to know.
Exactly.
So it takes about 7 to 9 months or so. Before, in the past, it was pretty quick. It used to take about, yeah, altogether it would take 5 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Some people get lucky even in 4 months it's already approved. However, there's been a really bad backlog
Yeah.
and it just put everything behind. And
Totally.
instead of the 5 to 6 months that even USCIS put on their website previously,
Yeah.
they've now adjusted it, I think. So I think they couldn't catch up. So they've just changed it. And then the next question is, can you visit your fiance while your K1 visa is pending? Yes. So go
Very
ahead, can you
true.
explain that?
Yeah, I mean, you can actually visit your fiance, your partner, you know, in another country even while your papers are still in process, because the visiting visa doesn't clash with the K1 visa as far as you're going there for the right reasons, the right intentions, and you're able to prove to the consular officer that I'm going there to visit my, you know, my partner, my significant, and
Yeah.
once they find you qualified according to their requirements. I mean,
Yeah, there shouldn't be no problem. So you can visit them in their home country. If they already have a visiting visa as well, they can come and visit
yeah,
you in the States.
as long as you don't overstay,
Yeah, as long as
that's
you
the
don't
point.
overstay. Yeah.
then you're good.
Our third question is, will you have a difficult time getting approved for the K1 visa if you've been denied the visiting visa or the B1, B2 visa in the past? And the answer is no. So we have been denied the visiting visa before,
Yeah,
twice.
Yeah.
And that doesn't
It
mean,
it didn't stand in our way to
Yeah.
get through to the K1 visa, as long as you were denied for the right reasons. I mean, because I mean, generally, the consulate offices have been having a hard time issuing visas to tourists to come over. So I tried it twice, it didn't work out, and I mean, it was like a voice saying, "Why don't you just go for the real thing?" And it didn't interfere or clash with
exactly.
my
Yeah,
denials.
you have an easier time proving, I mean, if a relationship is genuine, you have an easier time proving that than
Yeah.
to go to, you know, the States. Well, at least for Nigeria, it's hard for Nigerians to go to the US.
To US, yeah.
So without proving that they have ties to their home
country.
country. So you have to claim that, oh yeah, you know, I have a business back home, or I have a family back
Yeah,
at home that I'm still coming back to. So that's what made it difficult for him to get approved,
yeah.
is to prove that, you know, you have to say, why are you going to the US, you know?
Exactly.
And they're like, so they got suspicious, so it didn't work out.
Yeah.
But it was easier to prove that, yeah, he has a fiance. And it's better that way, because it was hard for him to say, oh, I'm going to the US to visit my fiance or visit my girlfriend, because they'll think that he doesn't want to go back.
Go back, yeah, that's the first
so,
thing. Yeah.
So when you apply for a fiance visa, then you can explain as much as possible
The whole story.
that, you know,
Exactly.
I have a fiance back at home and this is, you know, here's our story. So it's easier doing it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. For our fourth question, what can be given as proof for the fiance visa?
Yeah, we have the boarding passes,
Boarding passes.
your tickets, of course. You have also your hotel reservations, if any.
If you have any.
If you stayed,
Passport
yeah.
stamps are a really good source that shows that you actually entered the country, and when you left.
Exactly.
So for us, one thing I want to say is that for us, we didn't keep our boarding pass. I had my boarding pass from when I left Nigeria.
No, you didn't find it when you go back.
But I didn't have the one for when I entered Nigeria, like when I left California and got to Nigeria, all that. I didn't have any of them because I think I tossed it. I thought they were useless. I was like, what's the point of keeping them? Because
it was when you go back and you know.
And I was like, oh, we're gonna be filing for the K1, and I don't have boarding passes, but I still had those ones specifically. So I mean the ones when I left, so I kept those instead, and there wasn't a problem. And I feel like the main thing is just to like overload your packet with everything, so they don't have any questions. Even if I couldn't prove that I went into Nigeria, but I proved that I left Nigeria. Okay, fine, that's half of something. Passport stamps, that proves that I actually entered Nigeria and that I left.
Exactly.
Pictures obviously proves that I was there, and I had pictures of the places I was
all
at
in
Nigeria.
We all went to.
I had my flight itinerary, although that doesn't really prove anything, but it was good to put in.
It was just as an evidence.
Why not? I even had the receipt of the ticket that I paid and how much the flight was and everything. So I included that. So I just included extra information just to play it safe.
Just pack all the evidences, the visible evidences that you have to prove that. It's because you will want to go all out to prove to the consular officer positively that this is real, this is genuine. So I mean, there's no rules or holdbacks, preventing you from going all out to throw in all your evidences to show that this is genuine.
All right, and our fifth question is, should I include all my fiance's children in the petition? So yes, you should include your children and the fiance's children in your petition, even if your fiance's children aren't coming, because I mean it's significant for them to see that you have children. That you have children, that the fiance has children. That's if you don't put it in there and then you're trying to put it in there later on for like adjustment of status, or you're trying to bring your fiance's children later on. I'm sure that's already documented that they didn't have children, so it's kind of suspicious.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, so it's important to have all that information in there. Include all the information, and then you're good to go.
You're good to go.
So for the sixth question, can a fiance start gathering documents and information right away just to speed things along? So yeah, you can start gathering some documents. You don't have to gather everything yet because some things are time sensitive. Some things that you can gather, that I would recommend for your fiance, to gather right away is like birth certificate. If they don't have that, try and get the official birth certificate. They can get their divorce papers, death decrees, get the photographs together. If they're in the military, get some military records, and also get information about the immunizations that are required, or that your fiance has received already. That makes it cheaper too if you've already been immunized. That means that when your fiance goes for their medicals later on, they don't have to get every single thing if they've already received some other things. So they can start getting that information. But some things that they can't get right away, for example, is the police certificate, because for him, he tried to get it before you tried to get it before, but and they said they needed to see the proof.
They needed to see the proof, and it's just valid for a certain time. So let's say you get it beginning of your before you even start your K1 visa process, it's only valid for 6 months. So trust me, if you get it right from even before the first month, before your significant files in for you, before the embassy gives you time for interview, it would have expired. Of course, it would be expired.
Yeah.
So they always advise that that's one of the things you get 2 or 3 weeks prior to your interview.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the police, when you went there too, they wanted to see where in writing.
Yeah, they wanted to see the embassy
request.
requesting.
Yeah.
Because every embassy has its format, so they need to know what country. US. Okay, once it's US, they already know the format to which they can actually carry out, and they know what they're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah, and the same with the medicals too. You have to show proof too, so you can't do the medicals.
You can't just do the medicals, just like that.
Yeah. So we're gonna make a second part to our video because there is so much information to explain that we couldn't contain it in one video.
Exactly.
So just stay tuned and watch part 2.
Thank you.
Thanks.